Many skeptics assert that NDE phenomena are merely the states of a dying brain, which can explain all of the main elements: feelings of peace, feeling separated from the body, passing through a tunnel, seeing a bright light, etc. A number of physiological and neurological factors are generally cited in these explanations of NDEs, such as altered blood gas levels, neurochemical factors, and seizures. However, none of these factors alone or in combination is adequate to explain NDEs because the reported experiences bear only slight resemblance to NDEs. Many NDEs occur under conditions without the suggested factor, and/or in cases where the physiological or neurological factor is present, NDEs are not reported in even a large percent of cases. Most skeptics focus on only one or two aspects of an NDE account in order to explain away that account. The skeptic then claims that NDEs have now been fully explained in purely physical terms. They say that the NDEer actually got their information just before losing consciousness. For example, overhearing the nurses discussing something, or sometime after regaining consciousness. For example, piecing together information from different sources afterward to subconsciously construct their experiences. These explanations are ad hoc. They apply only to a specific NDE, but the proponents fail to explain all anomalous aspects of the NDE. They fail to validate their explanation of the NDE with the facts of the case. And they fail to develop general explanations that can be applied to different NDEs with similar characteristics. Reliance on ad hoc hypotheses to explain NDEs indicates that the physicalist theory lacks coherence.
NDEs were first studied in cases in which the person was close to death. However, NDEs also occur in people who are not near death, nor in physical distress. In fact, these experiences can also occur in non-life-threatening situations, such as during sleep, fainting, meditation, drug or alcohol use, or even spontaneously. NDEs cannot be distinguished whether the person was perfectly healthy or in cardiac arrest. There is no significant difference on the NDE scale in either the NDE content or intensity between the near-death-like experiences and so-called real NDEs. This suggests that there is a common proximate or immediate cause for all NDEs. If that's the case, there must be some unifying factor that is common in all cases of NDEs and near-death-like experiences. We know that nearly 80% of NDEers report feeling separated from their body. So we propose that the common proximate cause of all NDEs is, in fact, the separation of the mind entity from the physical body. Various physiological and psychological conditions, or no apparent condition, can trigger the separation of the person's conscious mind from the body. So explanations of specific physiological or neurological factors fail, considering there is a common proximate cause for all NDEs. Here is a summary of the NDE evidence that the mind is a separate entity. First, a person's mind or consciousness can separate from the physical body and operate independent of it. The separate mind embodies all of the person's cognitive functions. It is the essence of the person. The separate mind itself is an objectively real thing, a real being. Our mind entity hypothesis is a plausible picture of the human being. And there is a plausible mechanism for two-way causal interactions between the non-material mind and the brain. The mind entity theory addresses the main philosophical objections to dualism. And other explanations of NDEs fail. They do not apply to all NDEs with a comprehensive explanation of all aspects of the core experience. But the question remains, is there survival of physical death?